What's it when the vehicle just cannot get off the starting line, just continues to stall out? That's been us for the last 5 minutes trying to get recording to work.
Hey, if that's all it takes is 5 minutes,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Without any further ado.
Promises, promises.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Road Noise. I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. You just missed like a whole volley of technical difficulties, but hey, that's part of the par for the course, I guess. Oh,
Hey, I'm glad we're here
yeah, yeah,
after
we've
what
made
we
it this.
just went through.
All right, let's see how far down the road we can get this time. If you're just now joining us, welcome to Road Noise. This is a conversation where Dad and I just sit down and we reflect on the stories that Dad has captured over 50 plus years of full-time ministry, traveling the globe, sharing the gospel with kids of all ages. So I'm glad you're here. Dad's glad you're here. And Dad, I'm looking forward to where we're going tonight. You didn't
Yeah,
even give me a preview, so
yeah.
I'm flying blind here. Let's jump in.
Well, speaking of road noise, I don't know if you heard what happened over the weekend, but apparently Willie Nelson got hit by a car. He was playing on the road again.
Things he would
Well,
never.
okay, yeah, so much for road noise, but my oh my, how many times did we sing that song uh, over the years? Headed down the road, headed to the
Yep.
next church.
Yep.
Well, today I'd like to take us down the road and to the point where the road ends. And I've always kind of referred to this incident as I'll cross that bridge when they build it. We were on our way to do a vacation Bible school in Quincy, Illinois. And we had previous meetings on the other side of what is it, be the Mississippi River. And so we were headed to Quincy. And somewhere along the line, you get on Route 24. And remember, we're on the west side of the river. And we're headed south, but we have to make a left hand turn in order to go east. And that's when we're going to cross the river. Well, there's a stoplight there. And so we're stopped at the top of this hill, getting ready to make the left hand turn. And I really can't see what's beyond the turn until the traffic in front of me moves and everyone's headed the same direction we are. They're going to turn left and go, in this case, down the hill. Well, when I get to the light and I turn, it's like, holy cow, we are going downhill. And at the bottom of the hill, there's no road, it's just the river. And I'm thinking, real quick, what am I supposed to do with this big old bus when I get to the river? And there's no place to turn around. And if I have to back out of here, I better be doing it real quick. Oh, remember we had some challenges with reverse earlier, but we found out how to fix that and how to get in reverse if we had to. But anyway, so I'm a little nervous about what I see in front of me. There's just nothing but dead end road and the river. And so I pulled over to the side of the road as far as I could. And I'm thinking, I'm going to investigate this before I go any farther. Because if I do have to back up, I want to do it now and not wait till I get to the bottom of this thing. So I pulled over as far as I could and I jump out of the bus, and there's a lot of cars down at the bottom of the hill and they're all lined up at the river. So I kind of make my way down that way to check it out, only to find out that these cars are waiting to go across the river. And so I talked with a couple of the drivers, and they said, "Yeah, um, just bring the bus on down and get in line behind us, and there'll be a ferry coming over, in just a few minutes, and he'll take as many people as he can, many vehicles as he can, across to the other side, and he'll be bringing some over from the other side when he gets here." And that's how you get across the river. Well, my question then is, so what's this going to cost me? And I said, well, It's free. It's part of the state highway system, and because there's no bridge here, they provide a ferry, so there's no charge. And my other question was, but I'm driving this bus that's up here almost at the top of the hill. They said that's not a problem. Just bring it on down. I mean, they take semis and everything across here all the time. It's like, are you kidding me? I mean, if I come down this hill, it's going to have to be across the river because I don't think I can get back up it, especially in reverse. So it looked like, according to everybody, that's how you get across the river at this particular point. So I went back to the bus and told everybody, hey, it looks like we're going to be crossing the river on a ferry. So I released the brake and we head down the hill. Didn't have to uh, put my pedal on the gas pedal, and really, because we're just coast down to the bottom. So we get down there and get in line, and it really didn't take too terribly long until, sure enough, here comes this ferry coming from the east, headed to the west side of the Mississippi River, and it's got a load of vehicles on it. They unload all of those, and the cars in front of me start pulling on. And as they do, I pull forward, still not real comfortable with this situation. I mean, this is a boat, and we're kind of big and kind of heavy. And can this boat actually hold us? I don't know. Well, next thing you know, it's my turn, and the guy who works on the boat is waving me to keep on coming. And so very slowly I pulled forward until the front wheels of the bus were up on the ferry. And the ferry really didn't seem to go down much. It pretty much stayed where it was. And he still motioned, come on forward, come on forward. So I kept pulling forward until the back wheels are, and it's like, oh boy, we are just about ready to put full weight on this ferry, on this barge. Is it going to hold or not? Or are we going to the bottom of the Mississippi River? Well, I pull forward, and sure enough, there was no problem. That barge held us just fine. They pulled us forward far enough that they could actually get a couple more cars on behind us yet. Wow, who knew? And so next thing you know, they are unhitching this thing, and we're on our way across the river to Quincy, Illinois. I didn't know that there was any place on the planet where I'd have to take that bus across the river on a ferry. That's the one and only time that we ever had the bus go across the river like that. I was glad to know that it could be done, but I was also glad that we've never had to do that since. Now, just a little side note, just because Google is so wonderful, this afternoon I looked that up. I went to Quincy, Illinois, and sure enough, there's Route 24, just like I remembered it. And I zoom in, and I put it in whatever that view is, Street View. And wouldn't you know it, they have two bridges there now. I don't know if one is for going east and the other one for going west, or exactly how it works, but they've got two bridges. Where was the bridge when we needed it? Well, that was a long time ago, but they've got bridges there now. So if you're headed down that way on Route 24, you don't have to wait for the ferry anymore. You can zoom right on by.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
You know, that did remind me of Isaiah chapter 43, verse 16. Um, this is what the Lord says: He who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty water. Hey, if it takes the ferry or the parting of the Red Sea, whatever it takes, but God made a path and we were able to get to the other side.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, hey, that's a let's park it here. I don't want to ramble on, but my microphone keeps dropping out. So we're just gonna call it quick here and put it in park at the bottom of the hill.
And when we post this on Facebook, I have pictures that some of the teens took as we were approaching and getting onto that barge. And so I'll post those on Facebook so anybody that goes there can actually see that that really did happen.
Yeah, that is cool. I'll have to see if I can get my eyes on those as well. All right, we'll put it in park here and pick it up next time.
Park it on the other side of the river.